Today we're in the shop. We're working on getting some lights. So lights, camera, action. Whew. It's a chilly day here in North Alabama. Frost is on the ground. It's beautiful. What's up, everybody? This is Brian over here at the Little Orchard Farm. And, well, we're back. We took a couple of weeks off of YouTube. You know, there are those times in life where life gets kind of busy. And, man, my work has taken up a considerable amount of my time. We've had some family activities going on. And of course, Thanksgiving just wrapped up. That was just a couple of days ago. And so we did a lot of family time. And, you know, with so much activity and being so busy, something had to give. And so we took a little bit of a break from YouTube, and so we're back, and today's going to be an awesome day. We've got Kevin coming back out, and if you, many of you recall, Kevin is my electrician buddy. He is the guy who came out and helped wire the cabin, and has been out a couple of times now to wire the barn. Today, he is coming out, and we're going to actually install a few lights. Now, I didn't, my plan called for 15 lights, 15 bay lights across the whole barn. And I ordered 4 lights off of Amazon that I thought would be equitable for the space. They got really great reviews, so we'll see how that goes. I just didn't want to buy all 15 because I wanted to see how well 4 of them did first. So we'll have lights in the barn, which will be awesome because it gets dark now at around 4:30 and there's still a lot to be done in the barn. Oh man, it's so great to be back online with you this week. We've got a lot to do. So man, let's do this. Okay, so what we're doing here is Kevin has taken an extension cord up, plugged it, fed it into the light, the wires leading out from the light. We're gonna see how much light this thing puts out, maybe. Okay, so there you have, oh wow, that's a pretty good amount of light. Wow. That's a lot of light. So when we plugged the one up, it had a great, I think it created a great cone. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. He's getting this second one leveled off now with the chains. We're fighting the chains just a little bit. But once we get the second one up, we'll add this third one. He then can take that and run his wiring to it, and we can probably make it hot and get a good idea of what 3 on 1 line is going to look like. The professional engineer that gave us a rough drawing of this area suggested 4-foot LEDs, 9 of them. And I went with 2-foot. I wanted to see what it would look like. So once he gets these 3 done, we should be able to light up that whole side and have a good idea. Will 3 be enough, or am I going to have to bring a 4th one in? I think, hopefully, the way that we're installing these is that it's easy enough for us to take them down and move them if we need to. And I think the way that Kevin has recommended running the wiring to each one of these, it will also be easily moved around if we need to in the future. So Kevin is gonna finish getting that switch wired. We tested out one of the lights earlier and man, it's bright. And so while Karen was out, she was at one of the local mail malls and we had her pick up, went ahead and picked up 9 LED lights, 18,000 lumens. The ones that are in here are 21,000 lumens. So they're a little bit brighter, but you probably won't be able to tell the difference. These are 18,000, still the same 5,000, I think it was this? I think these were the 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 color temp, same as in here. So we're gonna take these and we're actually gonna install these here in the wood shop side, all 9 of these in here. That leaves me 5 short over on the other side, in the main side, and I'll order those online tonight, whatnot, and they'll be here in a week. Next time Kevin gets out, we'll be able to string those up and get those working in here. But I think just having the 3, just the 3 over here illuminated at night will probably light up this whole barn. Simply because there's, when it's dark out here, it's dark. So any light will be luminescent. So we're gonna finish, Kevin's gonna get finished wrapping those up, and then we'll jump over here once we get these strung up and working, and we'll string out the workshop if we have some time. The day's cranking along pretty good. We may run out of daylight. All right, so you got it hooked up? All right, let's see here. Here we go. Connect is on. Flip that on. And here goes nothing. Oh, flip that breaker. You ready? Nothing. Well, all right, we threw the switch at the light and it didn't come on. And here's the reason why. Last time Kevin was out, we put in these 2 circuits here and we thought that these 2 would be live. Well, actually, in actuality, this one is not live. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a brass track that runs right down here, and there's 2 pieces to it. There's a left side and a right side. And you would think that this is on one side and this is on the other. Well, not actually. This one is actually tied to this side. And so we, you put this and run on, and this is a live leg, and this one doesn't work. So what Kevin is doing is he's going back out into the house because we didn't tie in both sides when he first initially tied it in. He left this one undone because we didn't have a connector. So he's got these little connectors. He's going to run back out there and make this side hot. And so the whole box will be hot, not just one side. But that's the reason why the lights did not come on that time. So hopefully we'll have a little drum roll and some lights this next here in just a few minutes. So we'll see. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. In the meantime, yeah, I think I'm going to sit here and look like I'm being productive. I'm the cameraman. I mean, come on. All right, we ready? Throw that breaker. We'll see if we got some lights. Bam! Oh, wow. That's a lot of light. So we've got our 3-way switches. So he's turning it on and off over there. I'm turning it on and off over here. Man, that's such good light. Man, I get those others in here. Woo.
neighborhood.
Light the whole neighborhood. Have a barn, we can have a barn dance. Well, all right, yesterday, Kevin and I, we worked on getting some lights put in. And I showed you a little bit about what we accomplished, but I don't think I followed up with the rest of the plan, so to speak, right? So the goal was to get light out here. And we accomplished that. In fact, it's pretty good light. You know, at night, when it's pitch black dark out here, this will actually illuminate the whole barn. And so that was a huge, huge win. This is just 3 lights of the 9 total that will be in this 40 by 40 area, which means this is going to be well lit. Over here in the shop, in the wood shop, we also are going to have 9 lights. And we actually have those already purchased and ready to install. The challenge is that each one of these lights have to have probably a 2x4 to secure it to. And then on this middle light, I'm going to run it right up this rafter here. But the rafter is at an angle. And so you have to be able to essentially allow for that grade of that angle going up. So one side has got a chain on it, and the other side has a screw that is going up into the rafter itself, so that we get that nice level light. And we ran out of time. And so what Kevin did was, in order to hold me over essentially so that I could get light up here, we simply hot wired it. It runs all the way across and down directly into the box to one of the breakers here. And you can actually see that coming right in up here. And so if I throw this breaker switch right here, I have lights. And again, a significant amount of light that will allow me to work out here in the evening, continuing to build out the walls or whatever the case might be. We still got to run electrical outlet wiring. We've got, after that, we've got insulation to put up, and then we'll have to put some sort of a board, paneling or something that will cover these walls. And so that light will allow me to get out here in the evenings and work and get that done until Kevin can come back out and we can hang the rest of the lights. We're taking it slow. We're not in any rush. We want to do it right. And to be quite honest with you, man, I value the time that I get to have with Kevin. Kevin was a childhood friend of mine, and we've been out of touch for, wow, man, it's been 20 plus years. And so having him come down and help me with the electrical side of this is just awesome. It's stories that I'll be able to sit around and tell for years to come. As you know, Karen and I, when we built our cabin, we had people coming out and helping us. A coach from high school that I helped coach. My daughter played for him in high school. He came out and helped. Super wonderful dude. Just, you know, the people that have assisted us. Robbie, you've heard me talk about Robbie a number of times. Robbie is one of my best friends out of high school. But man, we got so busy with life, we lost touch. And so it was great to have Robbie come out and help me build my cabin. Just phenomenal. And so those are the times, and those are the I don't know, you know, the moments that I cherish, is being able to spend time with some of the people that I might not otherwise have time, you know, have the opportunity to interact with. And it was so, you know, the example with Kevin had posted a picture of a breaker box that he had done on Facebook. And I was like, man, I need that done. And so he came out and did my cabin, and then wired up my cabin, finished all the wiring. Dylan, my son, actually ran all the wiring to the lights and to the plugs and all that. He did all of that. But Kevin was the one who came out and terminated all the ends and put all the plugs in and the switches and so forth. It was just awesome. So anyway, we have lights, and we'll continue to put up the lights. It may take us a few more weeks to get lights up, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Well, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. Man, we're so glad that you guys came along for the ride, and we look forward to having you back. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. Help us get to that 400 number. You know, we kind of been stuck around that 380, 390 mark. It'd be awesome to hit 400. We greatly would love to have you along for the ride as we continue to build our modern homestead from the ground up. And man, it's just it's a great journey. It's been so far, and we look forward to many more fun activities and things of that nature to establish our little homestead. I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a very blessed week. Till we see you again the next time, we will see ya.